Welcome to Module 5 of the Annual Report Web Form Training. My name is Jennifer, and I'll be taking you through today's training. Please feel free to pause, rewind, or fast forward at any point during the video. This training module will focus primarily on utilizing the Public Service and Outreach form. First, log into your department's annual reporting web form. We will be working with the 2012-2013 reporting year for this exercise. Underneath the Annual Report tab on the main page, please click on Public Service and Outreach. At the top of the page is a segment for estimating the totals related to your department's public service. Here you will provide estimated totals for all community service activities sponsored by your unit last year. Below, you will have the opportunity to describe in more detail 3 community service activities specifically. But in this segment, please list estimated totals for all community service activities. Community service includes both direct services to citizens, such as serving food to the needy, and indirect services, such as philanthropy. These totals will need to be added and entered in manually. First, enter in the total number of students who engaged in community service. You can do this by simply entering text into the box. All text boxes in this area work the same way. Again, please make sure you are providing the estimated totals for all community service projects sponsored by your units. After you've completed the estimated totals, move to the box below. You may describe up to 3 different community service projects sponsored by your unit last year in more detail. To do so, you can navigate between these 3 tabs. Tab 1 corresponds to the first community project, and so forth. Let's return to Tab 1. Begin by adding in the name of the community service activity. Here we've used Impact, formerly known as Alternative Spring Break, as an example. Next, list the community needs addressed by this service activity. In this instance, disaster relief, education, and environmental issues. Underneath, provide a brief overview of this service activity. Make sure this overview indicates the importance of this activity. For Impact, this might read something like this. The mission of the program is to engage University of Georgia students in an affordable week-long substance-free experiential service learning project that encourages an understanding of pressing social issues in a significant way. Impact places teams of college students in communities to engage in service and experiential learning during their winter and spring breaks. Students perform short-term projects for local community agencies and learn about different issues listed above. Next, describe the results of this service activity. Amount of money raised, houses built, cans of food collected, etc. Each service activity may have a different result. For example, hypothetical results for Impact might look something like this. Number 1. Students help renovate over 15 homes damaged by natural disasters. Number 2. Students collected and delivered books, art supplies, and other educational materials to over 350 third grade students. Number 3. Students worked with local governments and farmers across the Midwest on efforts to develop water conservation plans for farming communities. Number 4. Students worked with school administrators and children to organize recycling plans at 2 secondary schools in South Georgia. Finally, please provide the total number of students who engaged in this activity and the number of community service hours they completed. Also provide the total number of staff or faculty who engaged in this activity specifically and the total number of community service hours they completed. As you fill out this form, you will notice several icons being activated. Be sure to save your work here as you make changes to the document. You will also have the option to undo changes here if you so choose. Please make sure to save your work before moving on to projects number 2 and 3.